Hey, what's up, Lego fans? It's your stud showing, and I'm gonna do a January 2022 just tour of the city. If you watched my videos last year, you can see how much it's grown. It's made really slow progress. This is a huge undertaking, but I'm slowly chipping away at it. Let's go start over in that corner, and we'll get started on the tour. Um, I guess while walking over there, this is how I organize my Legos. It's just a bunch of, I think, Sterilite. Yeah, Sterilite containers, uh, all divided into, got people, Technic, slopes, and then you get over here into some of the smaller things like cheese wedges, and so on and so forth. So if you'd like a tour of how I organize all my pieces, leave a comment. It's kind of a mess. Got a few photos down there, some Lego ordering sheets that I could probably now throw away. Uh, Lego Book of Secrets is right there, and some random pieces I still got to put away. Here's the, what is it, Advent calendar from 2021 December down there, and those are a bunch of Advent calendar old sets, and same in that bag. So those little Advent calendar sets that I don't use will go in there and saved, and I don't really know what to do with them. Anyways, leave a comment down in the comments if you have a better idea of what I should do with the little Advent calendar mini gifts. Anyways, we're going to start over here. So, got a little water tower with a little octane tank. This was from a truck way back in the day, and the little octane sign was actually from a rail car way back when Lego had build your own train. Man, I wish they would bring that back. That would be so cool. I think it'd sell, and a lot of adult builders would now have the money to build their own dream train, like what we wanted when we were kids, but didn't have the money. Anyways, over here we got Bob's Honest Warehouse. This is one of the oldest buildings I have. Got a little thin blue line flag hanging from it. Over in the side, there is a train crane, and you can see the decking and everything for the cargo area. It's well detailed, even has lights and everything. For a basic structure of just a warehouse, it's pretty detailed. Some of the bricks are kind of coming apart over there. Maybe I should overlap them and stick, hopefully. Um, Anyways, we got a little light truck. This is actually back from, I want to say, 2010 ish. A little service truck. I just modernized it. I put some outriggers on it, updated the boom, but kept it fairly factory from Lego. We got this little building that I don't know what to do with or where to place, but I like it. And it's actually interior detailed too. It's just resting right here for now. Um, it's a little Joe's Plumber from the first Lego. Let's see if I can. Is I gonna stop shaking the camera? Maybe, yeah. Just when I zoom in, it stops shaking. But I got a bunch of little faucet fixtures, and it is detailed inside for a plumbing store. I just don't know where to put it. So it just sits here for now. I think I'm going to buy the Lego police station. Not the city set, the creator set, and I'm going to modify it and put it in this corner. And I just broke that. Whoopsies. Anyways, here's a Lego rotator. There's a video on that. It does rotate 2 inches, booms, outriggers, all that. One of my favorite vehicles. Got the Lego train back there. I want to swap out to all custom train rail cars. I'm building just kind of a dead track back in the day, and it used to have wood over it, and just kind of trying to make it look old and rustic, like this is the industrial part of town. Over here we got some buildings getting built. Really like the masonry dark gray bricks right here that I'm using. This one's going to be a white modern building. It's kind of a parking lot in the back for just spare tow trucks. I got a whole tow fleet and everything. Over here we got the bank. I've added another story to it. So now it's 3 stories high. I've updated the cameras. These are the little stud shooters that I'm using as cameras, just plugged in. Still got to finish up the toweling by the potter plants. And if you look up here, what is going on? She's got some binoculars, radio. There's a guy over here actually scaling the wall with a dark black vehicle. It's kind of weird. There's an armored truck. And there's another dude looking up with another radio. Wonder what's going on. Can't really see it, but there is a little red fuse in that trash can. Well, your guess is as good as mine as what's going to happen. And now my camera's super shaky again. Let me zoom out. Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is another one of my first buildings that I built. I just added a 3rd story last year to it. It's the city bank with the bell tower from the fire brigade, so the bell actually wiggles, moves. The bike shop, I still got to do the interior detail and everything, but I don't think I've really touched that since last year. Here is my fire brigade. Got a random assortment of cards. I know I built this. This is new for this year. Little octane truck. You can see it on my Instagram. Got a fire truck in there. It is going to be a ladder truck. It is complete. It's just tucked away. My music store. This is cool. Top 2 floors aren't detailed, or actually top 3 technically. But bottom store is detailed with pianos and guitars and everything. And so the interior of this building on the 1st floor is the same exact as the birch bricks. So it has like a floor and a half, and then it goes up to the 2nd floor. But it's just mirrored from the Lego official birch bricks. Got a concrete pumper truck, just a throwback from growing up. There's a neighboring house that was a concrete pumper, so built his truck and his little TA pump. Got a bunch of shrubbery done, so it looks nice, and got all the, I don't know what they call it, gravel on the tracks. There's an actual word for it. I'm not a train guy. Got the fences up, so it looks, I like it. It looks cool once you're down here on minifig scale. Really cleans it up and everything. Got my Lego truck. So in 2021, this was the most liked photo, was showing the back lift gate of this truck. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. So it works like a normal truck, or a normal lift gate, and then it actually goes down and lays flat, so you could get the dolly and stuff in there. Pretty cool. Let's see. So it lifts up. It goes like that. I actually built my first style of this when I was in Norway, and just looking at the trucks over there, because in the US, what I saw when I was little was just tracks and guides here. The European, when I saw in Norway, had arms down there that just hinged it and allowed it to do the same deal. Got a little dolly hooked up under there too. Here we got the coffee shop, interior Central Perk. I think I went over that. Here is the billboard from the Grand Emporium. Used that on the side. Up top is all custom. Got the Lego store down in the bottom. Did the median with the flowers. Got a little statue. Here is my biggest project. I think I've been working on it for 2 years so far. City center. Very modern building with condos. I like it. The blue side has to get built up a little bit more. The ground level is built up. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. Hold the camera steady. Wow, I am shaky. There we go. So yeah, a little outdoor eatery, and got the stone bricks, and above it the apartments. Very modern style. That's the doorway into the apartments. Here we got the outdoor store, kind of modeled by REI. The top mezzanine inside is just all decked out with mannequins doing outdoor stuff, rock climbing in the snow and downhill mountain biking. And then down inside, you got a dude on a raft and a display and all the water stuff. Pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Here we go. Working down some off-road vehicles, gonna go out for a fun time. If you know anything about JP magazine, this guy is in an old Willys. Try and get a photo of him. And if you've heard of Rick Payway, thought he kind of looked like Rick Payway, so I put him in my old Willys Jeep all jacked up on suspension. These are the old axles from the 90s with the little springs in them. I really wish Lego would come back with that. I know they came out with the new one that just kind of turns and acts like suspension, but haven't really played with it. Really miss the old style though. Old little 4-wide build. This is a mock. I just kind of copied. Lego has something like this, but in yellow on one of their sets, and the set off eBay was like $40 to $100, way too expensive. I bought this, gosh, I don't know, off eBay. I forgot how much. It wasn't too much, but it came with a different trailer as a motorcycle trailer. This little boat came off a RV set off eBay too, just off the 90s, and I modified it a little bit. Was able to hook up a little motorcycle on the back and some off-road lights. It reminds me of the old Blazers. Really cool. Here we got the condos, top floors right there, so you can kind of see the rail lamp's going to go all the way through. A little bit bigger wheels for the executive suite. And my camera's shaking again. There we go. Maybe it needs to refocus. But all these apartments are just kind of differently interior decorated. Got the modern style railings. Really happy with how it came out. It was my second attempt at the railing. The first time was all glass, and as I built this up, it was a good idea in my brain, but didn't grow on me over time. We can see this one, just basic apartment, has a TV on the wall. Basic. Got the animal lover right here. Birds, cats, dogs. Outdoor enthusiast. This was actually an idea from an old coworker. He was talking about how his paddleboard sticks out over the railing in his apartment in Boise. So thought that, add a little something like that. But has a lamp. Over here we got the reptile. If you can see that, you got snakes in there. I don't know if it's going to show. There's some backlighting. Got the lava lamp and the other reptiles. The reptile was from the birch brick set. Got the plant lover, just kind of older dude, has his plants. Got the artist in here. You can see the, artist, I forgot what it's called. Right there, blank sheet, and then some painting on the window, if you could see in. And then down there, there's just some moving boxes, new, moving in. And here we go. So I'm building this train track up. It's going to be all brick built up to here, and then start the bridge with the bridge foundation. I don't know. Cross beams, bridge supports. Anyways, here we got a crash. Fire, EMS, police are on scene. So if you didn't know, I am a trooper in real life. So I deal with a lot of crashes. That's why I want to bring in just what I see in the real world into Lego. And I think it's really cool. So we got the little police SUV with the guy blocking off the road over here and the cones. This is a joke. So one of our troopers in Idaho is definitely the resident cowboy. He showed up to the academy in cowboy boots and ran the 1.5 miles in cowboy boots. And got this dude in the advent calendar for 2021. Yeah, there we go. Now it focuses. And it just looked like him. So I put him on a horse like how he'd be with the lasso in his hand, and Yeah, put them in my city. I don't know where I got the lasso from. Don't ask me. I think it was a bulk bin that someone gave to me. We got one of the rollback tow operators. We got the trooper taking the photo. Here's my quick response truck. We got a lot of these out in the county, just kind of decked out to get through traffic and go a little faster than the big trucks. Does have a hose in the back with hose attachments and the water tank and all that. So he's putting out the fire of the crashed car. And here's the other vehicle that the trooper has taken a photo of. And if you look inside, there seems to be a bottle of something. This dude, I still got to tile all this, but this dude's doing the whole walk and turn. And as you can see, he's swaying a little side to side. This trooper's marking down the points he scores on it, and the other one has cuss ready. Go more into the crash scene over here. You can see the car is on fire. Here is another truck from the fire department that I built with the water cannon, and firefighters working the water cannon, gonna put out the fire. Here we can see the victim of that truck in the ambulance. And I think I waited like 10 years to use these pieces right here. Came in an old fireman set or Spider-Man set that I bought off eBay for like 20 bucks. And I was so broke when I was that old. And I won the bid for 20 bucks. I'm like, crap, I need to buy the $20 set. But anyways, finally got to use it, built an ambulance. And here's the driver, and they had to use extrication to get him out. And surprisingly, the car's still all together. So that's my little crash scene. Other streets blocked over here with the other police car. Here is the city center. Use the tree from the birch books. Really like it. Gosh, now it's shaking again. Let's see if I can focus it. There we go. Got a little bike rack with the sticker. Got to put all the bikes up and stuff. I don't know how much I went over this in my old videos, but that's a little boutique store, clothing store. I'm actually going to buy the Queer Eye for the Straight Guy or whatever set from Lego and detail the interior with a bunch of stuff from that. But we got the Friends or Believeville, I don't know, minifigs there. They're a little bit skinnier. Using them as mannequins, just kind of how real life see the mannequins is they're perfect and working all short and fat. Here, I don't know what to do exactly with this Mac store. Right now, I just have it as a juice bar. It's not really growing on me. I want to put something in there. All the tiling and stuff. This is one of my favorite mini builds, though. Sorry if I have to zoom in and zoom out. It seems to get shaky after a while and pick up every little movement. There we go. It's called Taste of the City, and it's just a little newspaper stand for drinks and stuff. Over there, you got the little Mexican place for the tacos and artist. A lot of tiling on the city center. Just ordered more. Newspaper truck dropping off more. Over here, we got should go over the skating park. Over here, this is another idea I picked up from Boise. They got a skate park underneath the freeway, and I just kind of want to fill the space instead of elevating the train track. I thought, man, it'd be great to do a skate park. So I bought some quarter pipe off the Extreme sets or Gravity sets from back in the day off Lego. Bought them through eBay just to have a half pipe, and gonna trick it out. Here's another little wooden half pipe and stuff. Here's an idea. I used to live in a little town with this skate park called Skate Lab. It's been in a few movies, but they had a half pipe that went over a doorway and then back down the other side, and just took the idea from that. And here is going to be the bridge. So I just ordered a bunch of 1x2 plates in the sand green color, and these are going to be little uprights for it, and they're going to go all the way along, and then there's going to be another side, and that's going to be the bridge right here. Kind of a cool focal point. I'm building up the bridge. I think they're called stanchions right there. Designed a kind of decorative wall out of a bunch of pieces that I've had. here's the courtyard to the train station. So going down the street, you got a few outdoor vendors and stuff. Here's the backside of the modern condos, and all those apartments are decorated too. We go all the way down the street. Let me see if I could zoom in. There we go. And we got Happy Time, little bar right there with cornhole and the Parisian restaurant that I modified to fit my own liking. I bought two of them and made that big one. You can see I took some of the ideas from, Market Street from back in the day, the second modular from Lego with the roof. Changed it from blue to red and stuff, but then we got a little jewelry store with all the jewels, and the nut top is a continuation of the bar. And there's my 50s diners that I'm still working on for like the 10th year. Modern condo. I did not order the pieces to finish that. It's coming. Batman is up there, and what's he looking at? He's looking right down at the Joker selling those balloons. Batman's always watching. My wife loves Batman, and there we go, shaking again. See if I can focus it. Train station, built this a few years ago. Used this from the town hall. Just changed it from that dark orange to dark gray, and used the clock tower, and you got some of the old school Lego, train logo going both ways. The little train courtyard. We got some vendors, popcorn, got some guys breakdancing back here. Another tiled courtyard that I'm working on. I like style, and especially from a human point of view, you can see all the style from aerial, and it looks better than when you just tile it gray for sidewalks. When you give some depth, and yeah, it takes longer, and it's a lot doing one by one little plates all over, but in the end it looks good. There's a custom fountain, and there's my train, a little call box. Come over here, we got the backside of the train station, got the restaurant on top, and the platform is finally finished. I tiled all of it except for that one little square right there. You gotta get the tile for that. But got the platform all tiled and finished, brought out. It used to only go equivalent to the balcony, and then once I had this in my city, I brought it out a little bit. Got the yellow line to stay back and stuff. Got a bench with an overhang, a security guard back there. Building my passenger train. Now, if you know anything about me, I am not a train guy, so trains and me and building is slow work. I'm just building them to build them, but I got to be inspired too. Anyways, here's the high-end townhome. We got some girls chilling in the back, soaking up the sun with a jacuzzi in the back, some plants. Really happy how this turned out. I used a lot of the pieces from the Grand Emporium. I had two of them, and that's what I built this and the train station pretty much from. So I got that curve from the Grand Emporium, and I really like it. It looks nice. It looks elegant. It looks like a very high-end old townhome right down in downtown. And you ruin a high-end townhome with how? A basketball hoop right over the garage door. So if we could zoom in or look down in there, we got some high-end cars, a convertible, and Toyota or Lexus LFA. Got this. So this was a Lego official set that I modified a little bit. Kind of made it a little bit wider, a little bit taller, extended the bed and stuff. Kind of mimics a Ford Raptor, Ram TRX. I just wanted all the expensive cars with this townhome because that's what I seem to see is you got an expensive house, you got the expensive cars. So got that. Anyways, here's my 50s diner that I'm still not done. I have done a few interior updates with it. Slowly detailing the inside and slowly building the walls up. Little call phone booth I got from Polybag. And they got a hot rod car show. So I originally grew up in Southern California, and Bob's Big Boy always had car shows there with hot rods. So 50s kind of styling. So I wanted to replicate that. Working on the median with the flowers on this side. Got the 50s style gas station. And this came in the corner garage, and I bought only one of them, and then built part of the downtown city center with the top floors, but pretty much just bought it to build a old school kind of 50 style garage. Now you might recognize this van. It is modified from the actual set, but it's Joe's Plumber's van from the first Lego movie sets that came out. And I'm so happy I bought this. I wish Lego would come out with, see if I can, there we go. Come out with sets like this again and just have names on the side of it. And I don't know, it's just really cool to me to modify and put it in my city because it looks like a real plumbing van. Even the inside and everything is just all decorated and detailed. Let's see if we can open this. Got all the plungers and pipes and stuff. Wish Lego would make sets like this instead of the city sets they're making that look like they're for 5-year-olds. Which they are, but as an adult, I'd like some adult vehicles. Instead of going on eBay. Got a little construction zone. Got this little guy off eBay. It's a little 90s backhoe style. Got the big truck with the trailer and the flatbed and stuff, the welder on site. They're digging up, and I guess they busted a line, so there's water coming out all over. I've thought about cutting out this portion of the table and dropping it down so there's actually depth. Who knows, maybe in the future I might do that like I did with the skate park. And now it's shaking again. Okay. Anyways, back to the city stuff. Got the water tower built from the fire brigade. So I bought 2 of those to build that building. Sorry about the shaking. There we go. Use the central perk glass on the 2nd story and some of the light sand blue windows for the corner garage. It's an organic market, and I wanted it to kind of feel like a Portland market out from over there. So you got the outdoor food too, and just walking through, grabbing the fresh produce and the fresh produce out front, and just kind of the old masonry brick styling. And I've had this building built for years, and I finally redid the top floor for the facade. Something I really like because the bottom, love the styling, love the size of it. Just the top never fit, and couldn't figure out what to put on top there until I got the central perk glass and thought, a coffee shop would be perfect on top of an organic market. Here is a Lego official set, the pet store. Building a Lego movie theater. Not sure what I'm going to do with the colors yet. Got that teal, that red. I might change it up. There's no interior detailing yet. Let's go over here. So, I know this street from the backside, you can kind of tell. There's the backside of the Parisian restaurant. And I use the Lego diner style stairs that just wrap around. There's the backside of the music store and stuff that you can see. So over here is more industrial. Let's see if I can zoom out for you guys. More industrial buildings. Here you got an off-road shop, kind of more for the desert race scene. Let's see if I can put this over here. So you got the pre-runners and the class 1 buggies and all that, and kind of alignment machine, but it's all detailed. Flowmaster sticker. Yeah. Again, I'm pulling a lot of ideas from where I grew up. I worked on a street that had a white, red, and blue building, and this kind of mimics that. And this was the first street I actually built for my city. And I used some of the old 90s style road plates to just kind of emphasize the street's industrial. They don't really repave it all the time. I still got to tile all the grass parts over there, but the street's a little bit narrower. And if you can see on top, you got a little pre-runner there and a hot rod here. So what's in this shop? A mess. That's what it is right now, but it's supposed to be a hot rod shop. And after I moved, I never cleaned up the inside. You never see it, so. But it does have a hot rod. Now the roof won't go back on. Let's see what's on this side. Oh, more mess and hot rod stuff. Yeah, not really cool. Got a showroom with a chassis in there. Yeah, it's a chassis with an engine. No cab on it yet. I was going to build a cab, an orange cab, and make it kind of a little T-bucket Model A style, but never ended up doing it. Got my little forklift. This thing is so cool. So the forklift is from the Lego City Airport. I think they released it in '92. And then I just put it on here for the side since the new forklifts are so big. Got the little propane tank in the back. But really small build. Got the little preformed chassis, and I apologize for the dog hair, the dust. That's super simple but effective build for the detail. I like it. I got a little motorcycle shop. This one's actually my original hot rod shop, and then I outgrew it. Had to build something bigger, and then this just turned into a little import shop. Got the idea from this one. I want to keep the blue. There's a little 2K Racing, I think, down in Chatsworth on Reseda in California, and they got a little corner shop like this. You got a little side yard and the gate, and it's set up just like this. And I remember a little import shop, and that's what I originally built this as, was the import. And then I got in the hot rods, changed it, and then built this. And anyways, it grew from this because I originally built this for imports and then hot rods and all that. But now it's a little motorcycle shop. You got little motorcycle, and it does have a little stand right there. You got toolboxes and the air compressor and just all the little details, and little showroom with the helmets and jerseys that you can buy too. So really cool. I like the little nostalgic. Reminds me of growing up. I'll just leave that bay door. Over here, we got a trash truck that clipped the side of this railing or this gate and is now tipped over. So we got a tow truck on scene. Gonna help them out. It's my little 50-ton tow truck. Not as big as the rotator that's over there. But for the size of the city, I want to put out the little one. And I actually like this truck better than the rotator. I think probably because the rotator I've had in my head for years. I've kind of seen it and stuff. And it is really cool. The underreach and everything works, and it's separate from the boom and stuff. But this one was a whole new challenge to me. Because I knew the boom had to be connected to the underreach, and they still had to work. And so the underreach is the same basic design as a rotator, just now it's hooked to the boom. But I had to make sure that arc swung the same and it didn't crash, kind of like how close it is, onto the boom. The boom does extend and everything, but really fun build. Let's go over here. Also, plans for the city. I'm actually going to extend the table over here and on the other corner, and have the road come over here. And this is where I want my tow yard to be for all my other tow trucks. And then over there, I think I'm going to build some more buildings and maybe put some Lego Creator Expert stuff over there. I don't know yet. But looking forward to that. Just getting some 2x4s and just going to extend it in this corner since it's kind of dead space anyways, and it would give me a bigger footprint in my small room. Over here, let's see if we could zoom in so I could stop shaking. Just a little mechanic shop. You can see engines there. This is from a Lego airplane set years ago, I think. Gosh, 2007, 2006. I got 4 of these per airplane. And then using the new Lego pieces right there, just kind of for bases for these. Want to find a cool use. I don't know if this is too detailed inside. Nope, it's a mess. Okay. It's got train workers and stuff. Because I was supposed to build a train yard, but when I finally moved into a house, it's not big enough. American flag back here. Promo set from back in the day. I want to incorporate it somewhere. But over here, we got some more detail, which this is what I love is, the industrial side, and you see this a lot. You see the mess and just kind of the buildup of stuff. So you see a bunch of cans and you see an old engine, and this is actually the engine out of the Maersk train sets that I took out. And it just works so much better when it's out on display, but it's kind of out here just, aging and old prop and stuff, and just a bunch of old cans and whatever this fire tank is, probably propane or something. Got this from a Lego Batman set back at Walmart. This is one of my newest builds from last year. So wind water pump. The wind turns this and pumps water into that container. So really happy. I want to use these old kind of style, I think they call them bridge supports. Lego official does. But I only had 2, and I need to figure out how to use them. And it just worked out good for this, and I've always wanted to build something like this. I like the round in Lego always impresses me. So I do have it. It does swivel. See the fins in the back and everything, and it does go down to the ground and then up over into the actual little water container. This is just built very carefully. I think I used Google or something to figure out how other people build round stuff. If you want to build something round, look up how they build castles, the expert builders and the adult fans of Lego. And so I built it. There's a tire in there just to kind of to block it out. Happy with how that turned out. It's super fragile. Anyways, over here we got the backside of Bob's Honest Warehouse is over here. Rundown warehouse. Little details like the red lights on the top, because at a certain point back in the day, this used to be the tallest building in my city, and then it got dwarfed as it grew. And got another little building over here, and this is what I love. So I got these windows. I think they're either from the airport, the 1994 or 92 airport, or the old Octane gas station. I think they're from the airport because Octane was white frames. But as you can see from the years, it's just kind of faded. This isn't dirt. This is just fading and scratches on the windows. Let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. Now you can see it clear. But it kind of gives it that old industrial look where you can't see in. And you got some detail over here like a vent and even the backside. Let me see if I could get in here. Yeah, so you got a window and the light and everything just from the backside. I wanted it to look like it's, had a hard life being in the industry. And you see one of these garage doors with the door inside of it. Little mechanic shop with the motorcycle. So, little old school motorcycle repairman. The outside, just crates and little stuff like the light poles and stuff. This one's bent. Let's fix that. So anyways, we got that little truck right there just blocking off traffic for the repair. Got a set of motorcycles all lined up, and this is actually on the motorcycle shop old print. I don't know how rare it is, but I got 2 of them and thought it was fitting for the motorcycle shop. I love throwing in old school Lego prints and stuff. And there you can see the backside of the robbers as they're scaling the wall to blow up the armored truck. Now, I don't know why both of them need to be up there. Maybe he's lowering himself down to smash and grab the money. Anyways, it's shaking again. There we go. Anyways, that's pretty much my Lego city. I do apologize if my voice is echoing. I think it's the corners of my room. But if you liked, click like. If you want to subscribe and see more, I will try to keep you updated. If you want to check out my Instagram as well, it's the same thing. UR_studs_showing. Little Russian flag, by the way, paying homage of my background. So yeah, just click like if you like, click subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to stay up to date to all my builds that I usually upload, I'm not so much on the YouTube side, but I am on Instagram. So same name and everything. So check me out on Instagram if you liked what you saw and want to see more of it. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Have a good one.